Hi folks, welcome to Chiefkirk Outdoors. Today this is a very special video. It's not a Fired Up Friday. It is Fired Up Friday, but I'm not doing a fire. What I'm doing is I'm going to show you something that I got that's really special to me. Now the other day I was at my son's house. I think it was the day before Easter, and he said, "Dad, I got a gift for you." And I thought, okay, I figured he was going to give me a chocolate bunny or something. It's kind of what I figured. But what he gave me was a box. And what was included in it was a knife. And this is not an ordinary knife. This is not ordinary at all. There's nothing about this knife that's ordinary. This is a one-of-a-kind knife, and it's called a tribute knife, and it was a tribute to me and to my dad. Now, what this knife is, and I'm going to read this to you. Makes it a whole lot easier. My son commissioned a fella from Winston-Salem. His name is Robert Wood, and he's the owner of Serendipity Forge in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And he commissioned him to special build this knife for me. Now I'm going to read some of the specs on it. It's in the style of an M3 trench knife, also known as an M3 fighting knife, and that's to pay homage to my son's grandfather, which is my father, who served in World War II. The M3 was issued to U.S. Army soldiers in World War II, especially those that carried the M1 carbine, which my dad did. The handle is leather. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out here. The handle is leather. Now this is different than the original, and here's how. It has 7 cut grooves in it. Now the reason for the 7 cut grooves is 7 is God's perfect number. And it also represents my son, his number on the ball field. My son has played ball since he was just a little bitty fella until he retired from it. And he always wore number 7. So there's 7 grooves here. The blade, original M3s were commonly made with 6 to 8 cut grooves. The blade is, and this kind of amazed me, the blade is 51 layers of high carbon twisted Damascus steel. And the 51 layers represents the year I was born, which was 1951. Now, before I got this knife, my son sent me a video to watch, and it was this fella making this knife. And I didn't know who it was for. I didn't realize he was making it for me. I just thought he was making a knife, and I thought, man, that thing is awesome. That is way too cool. And it turns out he was making it for me. And I'm going to list the link of him making it in the video, in the description. But I want to give you a closer look at it. And I'm trying to get this thing where you can see it. "51 layers." I don't see how that's possible, but he did it because I watched him. Of twisted steel, Damascus steel. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a little light on it. I don't know if that'll help or not, but put just a little bit of light, and hopefully you can see it. Now he put a 90-degree spine on it so that if I want to make videos and use it as a striker for my ferro rod, I can do that. Don't know that I want to, but I can if I want to. Now here's what makes this knife really, really special. I probably need my light again for this. My son and I do a little metal detecting, and we went to my father's grave. He was given a military funeral, and when we were there, we went specifically looking to see if we could find the shell casings where he had a 21 gun salute, and we did. We found several of them. So my boy called me one day and said, "Dad, can I have one of those? You got an extra one?" I said, "Sure, come get it." And he did. It's in the pommel of this knife. That was from my dad's funeral. And that just amazed the life out of me. I couldn't believe that. The guy who made this is a very talented individual. A very talented individual. And I absolutely love this knife. This knife is way too awesome. Trying to get it where you can see it. Hope you can see that okay. 51 layers. Twisted Damascus steel. Knife is sharp. 90-degree spine. 7 layers of leather. It's absolutely amazing. Now the fellow who made this knife, like I said, is extremely talented. Now, in addition to that, he also made a leather. And I'm trying to get this so you can see it, folks. And I keep putting my flashlight up and I keep needing it. But this is the sheath that he made for it. It's got this old style keeper on it. And it has an Army logo here and my name here. He did an outstanding job on this. So anyhow, I wanted to share this with you because this is a once-in-a-lifetime gift. And a few years back, my son also made me a shadow box, which is probably that wide, about like that, hangs in my bedroom. And in that shadow box is everything that my dad would have worn. The complete uniform with all his medals, his dog tags, the flag from the funeral, everything. And believe me, folks, I was so moved when my son gave that to me that I cried. And I don't normally cry over nothing, but that was absolutely awesome. So today I wanted to share that with you. I am so proud of this that I'll probably wind up putting it in the shadow box after I get tired of carrying it, which I may not ever. But anyhow, I'll leave a link in the description and you can watch the fella build this knife if you'd like to. Till I see you next time, don't forget, tell somebody you love them because they may not be here tomorrow. God bless you.